Hello class 10th. In the last lecture, we have completed our three chapters, chapter 1, 2 and 3. Now I was thinking that we must solve some different type of questions, not only following the books that you are purchased from the school, right, or from the market. I am having some different type of numericals. So I am just solving few of them and few of them like a test. So when I'll show the questions, so first of all, what you will do, listen carefully. When I'll show the questions, first of all, I'll solve some different questions so that you can see the different way to solve the questions first. Then after, I'll show some list of questions. In that you have to solve. But honestly, first of all, put paper, pen and the question. Don't use internet. Don't follow the book, any book, and only solve the question by your own. Whatever you can solve. Then in the next class, I will show the solution of those questions which are given to you as a test, plus some more questions. And if you are facing problem in any question to solve, just put in the comment. I will solve those questions again if you are facing problem. Okay. The two type of questions are first that I will do and the second that you have to do as a test. So the list of questions will be shown on the screen, will be displayed on the screen for few seconds. First way, you can take a screenshot. Second way, you can pause and write down the question. And third, you can download the attached file with this link. Okay, for that, let's see the question. So here I am starting some extra questions from different books. So question is, calculate the moment of couple in the diagram below. So suppose it was straight, both of them was straight, so we need either force and the arm of couple. That was so easy, but currently they are acting at 60-degree angle, 60-degree and 60-degree. So you can't use that 100 into 10 because the forces are acting right now at 60-degree. What is the rule to calculate the couple? The rule is the product of either force, that is 100, no change, and perpendicular distance between the forces. So this is not the perpendicular distance. We have to calculate the perpendicular distance first. How? Just see in the solution. So see in the solution what I'm going to do. We have the forces. We need only perpendicular distance. This is not perpendicular distance. So we can draw a perpendicular line. So we can draw, first of all, say you can say this is what? The line of action. The line of action. We need a perpendicular distance. So I'm drawing one line which is perpendicular. See here. So this is perpendicular. You can see these two lines, line of actions, and this one line is the perpendicular. So if anyhow we can calculate this distance, so we can solve this question by doing what? Product of force and arm of couple. For that, in the question what is given, see here, the 60-degree. And this one, the whole from here to here, this is from here to here, it is given, see here, 10 meter. So I'm writing here 10 meter from here to here. So this is 10, like 90-degree, in front of 90-degree, this is hypotenuse, yes, hypotenuse, and this is perpendicular, or you can say base, alternate of them. We need only this one. Suppose we are using sine theta. Sine theta is perpendicular upon hypotenuse. Sine theta is known, so we can calculate this value. Let's solve that. So I have named this point A, point B and point C. So sine 60 is equal to perpendicular upon hypotenuse, means perpendicular BC upon AB, like this. Now see, sine 60 root 3 by 2, BC is unknown and AB is 10. Let's calculate the BC. On solving this, 2 5s are 10, 5 root 3. So BC comes to 5 root 3. This is in meter. So this will be also in meter. So we have now perpendicular distance. So how to calculate what? Moment of couple. Let's calculate. This is the given equation for that, which is either force multiplied by arm of couple. Either force is 100 Newton and arm of couple we have calculated 5 root 3. Or multiplying, the answer comes 500 root 3 or 500 into 1.7321. This is the value of root 3, which gives 866.05. What will be the unit? The force having the unit Newton, so Newton, and the perpendicular distance means arm of couple is in meter, so meter. So moment of couple, we know that unit is having Newton meter. So this is the solution of question 1. Now see the question number 2. This one. A uniform meter rule rests horizontally on a knife edge at 60 centimeter mark when a mass of 10 gram is suspended from one end. Draw diagram first. At which end must this be suspended, and calculate mass of the scale. This is two parts. So first question is draw the diagram. Let's draw the diagram first. So this is solution of question 2. The question says uniform meter rule, that is why I have written 0 centimeter and 100 centimeter. On a knife, it is balanced at 60 centimeter mark. So I am balancing at 60. So you can see here, this is somewhere midpoint, and this is balanced at 60. I said whenever the scale is balanced except 50, means except midpoint, then always the weight will act in the middle. See, weight of the scale. If this balancing point means fulcrum would be here, so there will be weight 0. So currently it is balanced at 60, so weight will act at 50. So this is 50 centimeter mark. So when a mass of 10 gram is suspended from one end, so can you say on which end this 10 gram be suspended, on this end or at this end? Because at one end it said, one end means extreme position, extreme means this one or this one. If you're saying this one, so you are stupid, because both of them are acting in this direction, so scale will come down. We have to what? We have to balance it. See here, rest horizontally, so we have to suspend it, balance it. So the 10 gram will suspend from here. This is 10 gram force. This is mass. This is given mass in 10 gram. I am converting into weight. So 10 gram force. Now the first question was draw the diagram. So need to write the distances. This is 10 centimeter, and this is 60 and 120, 40 centimeter. And now calculate the mass of scale. So this is in anti-clockwise direction, this one, and this one in clockwise direction. Writing that clockwise movement is equal to anti-clockwise movement by principle of moment. So see here, clockwise 10 into 40, anti-clockwise W into 10. Here it is. This 10 will be cancelled. So what is there? W is equal to 40. So in which unit the weights were? Gram force. So weight will come gram force. But in the question what is said? Calculate the mass. This is what? Weight. So mass of the scale, as I made this 10 gram into weight, 10 gram force, same way, just remove the force. So it will become 40 gram only. This is the first part. At which end it should be suspended? At 100 centimeter mark. First part completed. Calculate the mass, that is 40 gram. Solution. This is. In that queue, question number 3. A uniform half meter, clear it is, half meter rule balances horizontally on a knife edge at 29 centimeter mark when a weight of 20 gram force is suspended from one end. Calculate the weight of the half meter rule. So first of all, I want to show you, this is a half meter rule. So I have drawn here 0 centimeter and 50 centimeter. Midpoint will be 25 centimeter. This is balanced at 29 centimeter mark. So I am drawing the fulcrum. So our fulcrum is at 29 centimeter. Weight of 20 gram force suspended from one end. So it is clear that if it is not in middle, so here it will, the weight of this ruler will act. And second, the 20 gram force suspended from one end. So definitely the 20 gram force will be suspended from this end, somewhere here. This is 20 gram force. Now we have to calculate the weight of half meter rule. Let's calculate. By the principle of moments again, anti-clockwise movement is equal to clockwise movement. So see here, this is in anti-clockwise movement and this is in clockwise movement. So anti-clockwise movement first. So anti means this W into 4, because 25 to 29, 4. And this 20 from 50 to 29, so it will 21. So let's fill that. I'm filling that. 4 5s are 20 and 21 5s are 105. So what was the unit of weight here? Gram force. So this will be also. Now see the question number 4. A force applied on a body of mass 20 kg moving with a velocity of 40 meter per second. The body attains a velocity of 50 meter per second in 2 seconds. Calculate the work done by the body. So first thing I want to clear you, the velocity it was at 40 meter per second has changed to 50 meter per second. The velocity has been increased. It is increased, so it means somebody has done work. So if you remember the topic, the work done on a body is equal to the increase in its kinetic energy. So first thing make it clear that the velocity has been increased from 40 meter per second to 50 meter per second. Velocity is increased. If you remember my original last topic on the work energy theorem, so that says that whatever the work has been done on a body will be shown in the form of the increase in its kinetic energy. So if we can find the increase in its kinetic energy, so we can find the work, or you can say that whatever work has been done will be in the form of the increase in its kinetic energy. So I'm going to calculate the change in kinetic energy. So we can calculate the work done. So work done is equal to increase in kinetic energy. I have written the symbol that half mv square. This is the formula for kinetic energy. F for final and I for initial. Final velocity minus initial velocity. So final kinetic energy is in final minus initial kinetic energy. Let's fill the value. So on placing the value, mass is 20 kg. Here it is. Final velocity 50 and initial is 40. So it is a square minus b square. We can write a plus b and a minus b. So on cancelling this will come 10. This will come 10. 10 into 100 and 50 plus 40 90. 90 into 100 will come 9000. So this is work done on the body is 9000 joule. Solution for the question 4. Now see the next question. Two person A and B moves upstairs within 10 seconds and 20 seconds. So means A is coming upstairs in 10 seconds and B is coming in 20 seconds to the first floor of the building. Compare work done and power developed by person A and B. So remember this, whenever in the question written there compare means find the ratio. Remember this, whenever it is written compare means find the ratio. So what we have to find? We have to find the ratio of their work, means work done by A to the work done by B. Let's calculate first work done. So in the question it is written that both of them are going to the first floor, means A and B both are going to same floor. Means the height is same. So if the height is same, both the persons are identical. So MGH both of them. So let's write. So work done by A upon work done by B, MGH and B, because H is same, so cancelled. What is coming? 1 upon 1. So work done by A is to work done by B is equal to 1 is to 1. This is solution for the first part. Second part is calculate their power. So we can say that power is depending on time. So one is coming in 10 seconds, second is coming 20 seconds. Let's calculate. So see here, I have written power of A is equal to work done by A upon time taken by A. Work done is MGH because both of them doing the same work, and time for A is 10 seconds. So I have written here just as equation 1. And power for B is equal to work done by B upon time for B, work done MGH, and time for B is 20 seconds. So MGH upon 20. So we have to find what? We have to compare means I said ratio, means we have to find PA upon PB. So what will be here? So this will be coming here. MGH will be cancelled, 20 will go up, so 20 upon 10. So here 0 is cancelled, so PS to PB is equal to 2 is to 1. This is the solution for. Now see the question 6. A force of 15 Newton required to pull, you can see here, a body of mass 2 kg, means this body has mass 2 kg as shown in figure. Calculate work done along inclined plane. Work done along. So work done along means force along and displacement along. So let's calculate first. So I have written here work along inclined plane is equal to work is equal to force and displacement. Along inclined plane force is 15, displacement is 5. Let's fill that. 15 into 5 come to 75. Now see, the force is in Newton, displacement is in meter, Newton meter. Work done, if it is in Newton meter, so it will be joule. So work done along inclined plane is 75 joule. The first part is done. Second, force due to gravity on the body. Force due to gravity means mg. Let's calculate. So second part, force due to gravity is equal to F is equal to mg. Fill the value. Mass of the body in the question given 2 kg and the value of 10 is given here 10. So it will be 20. Now unit The mass is in kg and the value of g is in meter per second square, so force will be in Newton. Now next part 3, work done against gravity, means we have to find the force of gravity. This is F and displacement BC. So first let's calculate the displacement BC. How? By using sine 30. You can see here the sine 30 is equal to perpendicular BC upon hypotenuse AC. Fill the value. So BC upon AC is 5 and BC will come half of 5. So BC comes here 5 by 2 or 2.5. So let's calculate the work done along against gravity. So if I'm considering this as H, so the work against gravity W is equal to F into H. So W is equal to F is how much? Weight of the body. What is the weight of body? 20 Newton. And displacement, vertical displacement against gravity, so 2.5. So it comes to 50. Force is in Newton, displacement is in meter, so work done is equal to 50 joule. Next part, explain the difference between the part 1 and part 3. Part 1 has work done 75 joule. Part 2 has work done 50 joule. This again is along inclined plane, the work done is more. Why? The answer of this question is the body is not doing work along inclined plane, but also it is moving against the friction. See here, the friction. So it means 50, 75. 75 minus 50 comes 25. So along this plane there is friction force of 25 joule work is done to overcome this friction force. Now next question 7 says if यहाँ कट है. Now question 7 says if kinetic energy of a body increased by 125%, then calculate percentage change in momentum. Increasing what? Kinetic energy, asking about momentum. So we must know about the relation between momentum kinetic energy. Let's write that. This is the relation between momentum kinetic energy. The kinetic energy is increasing what? By 125%. So how it will increase? Let's see. We can say this on increasing the kinetic energy by 125%. So new kinetic energy, new K is equal to original K plus 125% of K, means 125% is increasing. So what will happen here? See, K plus 125 upon 100 into K, or K plus 1.25 K. So I'm just naming K dash as a new kinetic energy. So it becomes 2.25 K. This is new. So initially it was P is equal to 2 mK. So if K is increasing, so P will also increase. So I'm just giving the symbol. This is also P dash is equal to under root 2m K dash. So let's fill the value of K dash. So 2m K is 2.25 K. K dash is this. So you can say 2.25 is the square of 1.5. Cutting है यहाँ पे. You can say that the 2.25 is the square of 1.5. So 1.5 will come out under root 2m K. This is P dash. So what is this? This is what? P. So let's write that. So P dash is equal to 1.5 P. So initially it was P, currently it is 1.5. How much increased? It is increased by 0.5, or if you want to write in percentage, so we can write it 150 upon 100 P, or you can also say P dash is equal to 150% of P. So it was P only, now 150 means 100% change to 150%. How much it is increased? So we can say P dash minus P means 100%, 150% minus 100% is equal to 50%. How much the momentum is increased? Question is what? Change in percentage change in momentum. So percentage change. Currently it is coming what? 150. Originally it was what? 100%. So the change is increase in momentum is 50%. Now see the question 8. A ball of mass 100 gram is dropped from a height of 100 meter and after colliding with the ground its energy decreases by 60%. Then calculate the height up to which it rebounces. Kinetic energy of the ball just before striking the ground. Third, why energy of the body decrease. So first of all, I want to show the diagram of it. Suppose this is the ball which is dropped from the height, how much? 100 meter. This is 100 meter. After striking the ground, the ball will rebound. Definitely it will come up. So it is asking, it is given the question that 60% energy is lost. 60% lost. So first part, the height up to which it is rebounding. So it is asking about this height, up to which height it will go if the 60% energy is lost. So let's find first of all initially how much energy it was having. If I'm talking in general, let the ball has mass m, the value of g is g, and height is 100 meter. I'm talking about after some time. So potential energy was mgh. After striking the ground, it is losing its energy by 60%. So what is remaining right now? 40%. So we can say here, after rebound, energy remains 40%. Because 60% is lost, so 40% of mgh is now current energy in the body. So mass will not change, g will not change. What will change? H only. So 40% of 100 is equal to 40 upon 100 into 100 is 40. This was in meter height, so it is also in meter. This 100 was what? 100 is height, 100 meter. So 40%, because mass and the value of g is not changing. So it will be rebound up to 40 meter height only. Second part of the question is kinetic energy of the ball just before striking the ground. What kinetic energy? So we know that whatever the energy possessed by the body is here will be same as the body whatever the possesses here, means potential is changing to kinetic energy. So let's calculate. So by law of conservation of energy, total energy here will be same as here. Here only potential energy and here it is only kinetic, here it is only potential energy and here it is only kinetic energy. So kinetic energy will be equal to potential energy, and it is in the question asking about kinetic energy. So let's calculate. Potential energy is equal to mgh. So mass of the body is 100 gram. So you have to write in SI units. So 100 upon 1000. The value of g will be 10. We can take, and value of h 100 meter. So 100 is cancelled. This is 1000. Sorry. So 1000 it is, 1000 cancelled, only 100 remains. So 100 joule. This is what the kinetic energy before striking the ground, and the same will be the potential energy at top. So the question again third is why energy of the body decrease. Due to the air friction, resistive force of the air, the energy loses, and then this due to striking, the sound, some heat, the energy is transformed into, you can say, useless form, useful form to useless form. This is what energy dissipation. Due to energy dissipation, the energy is decreased. After this, I am ending this session. But remember that you have to solve these questions by your own without using any extra solution, means unfair means. Okay? Till then, thank you.